laughter yoga researcher. He is the laughter. He's the author of the book, The Business Laughter, and has been running his laughter business successfully for more than 12 years. He also conducts a 2-day laughter business training online over more than 12 years in the business. In this session, Merv will bring you up to date on how COVID-19 has impacted businesses and where the commercial opportunities for the year 2021. Let's welcome Merv Neal with the topic Laughter and Business and Pandemic.
Thank you so much. Can everyone hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Is the audio okay? Thank you very much. I'm always concerned about this Zoom stuff, whether it's going to work, and it's working. Lee Jean, to you and your team, congratulations on this wonderful effort. And I have 15 minutes, maybe less, because we're running a little bit behind time, just to talk to you about what I know about what is happening at an international level in regards to the business of laughter and laughter in business. So I've been owning and operating my own businesses successfully for 51 years now. So if anybody thinks I'm 40, that's incorrect. and in that 51 years of business, I've seen recessions here in Australia, where I live. I've seen recessions internationally. I've seen the transition from one century to another through the Y2K situation, the coming down of the Twin Towers and the terror attack in New York, and in 2008, the global financial crisis. I was in New York in that day in October in 2008 when it happened, and I'm going, wow, this is possibly one of the biggest things that's ever happened to the world, the global financial crisis. Along comes COVID. If you add up all of the things that I've just talked about and multiply them by 50, that's what's happening at the moment. I've never, ever seen anything as big as this in my business career and physical life on this earth, and I'm not sure we'll ever see anything as big again. Every person in this conference, and we've got 217 people here at present, those watching through Facebook, everyone has been affected in some way. Even if it's not been directly, it's been indirectly. This is the biggest thing we've ever experienced. So at the moment, just a little word of offering to you. If you're not okay at the moment, it's okay. It's okay. We need to work through this. This is a tough gig. This is a tough gig. Okay, so what's happened with COVID? So I want to go back to 2019. I've been in this laughter business full time since 2008, just over 12 years now. And in 2019, my business was booming. It's taken a long time to build up. You know, don't build up a business around anything in 6 months or a year. It takes time, and my business was booming. So as a businessman, as a business person, I set financial targets, and my financial targets for the year were this much money, this much money. By the end of 2019, in just 6 months, I'd made that money. And I'm going, wow, how good is the laughter business? How good is this? Within 1 month, I did not have one job. I'd gone from boom to bust in just 1 month. Every time the phone rang, it was somebody else cancelling. Every time I opened up my emails, it was somebody else cancelling. My business went to zero in 1 month. So I did what any good laughter yoga person would do, not laugh. I cried. I'm going, oh no, what's happened to my business? My business has been destroyed. And once I'd finished crying, I started to laugh, and I'm going, so what do I have to do? I can sit here and just cry and feel sad for myself, or I can do the one thing that every business in the world did, put all of their people online. It was the most amazing thing. I've never, ever seen anything like it before. Business was saying, yeah, I might give you 1 day off to work at home. All of a sudden, everybody was working from home full time. So I'm going, great, let's go online. So I put everything online. My social laughter club that's been going for about 6 or 7 years went online. My workshops, my training, the conference. We have the longest running consecutive conference in the world. We're very proud of that in Australia. We've been going for, I think it's 16 years. And last year was the first time we've actually put it online. And my coaching. So everything just went online. A lot of people are out there saying, you can't do it because this doesn't work, that doesn't work. I said, it's got to work. It's got to work. I'm out of business. We have to get laughter online. And we did. And we did. It took about 6 months up until the end of June to get fully online and fully engaged to our database and to our clients. Then the next 6 months, guess what? We're back in 2019. It was amazing. We were back there again and we're online. The fascinating thing about being online though was zero expenses. Zero expenses. It would sometimes take me 2 days to get to and from a job. If I have to get to the airport and get on a plane and then go to a hotel, I logged on in 5 minutes. No expenses. So thank you, COVID. Thank you, COVID. You took away my business. You gave it back to me in a different model, but you've taken away my expenses. So that's just what happened. Okay, moving on from that. So where is business at the moment? I'm blessed because in the last year, in 2020, I became an online corporate trainer to some of the biggest organizations in the world. It was an amazing transformation. I was pretty good in Australia, but all of a sudden these people were online and they're saying, let's have him, let's have him. So I talked to these people, big organizations internationally, and I said, what does 2021 look like and beyond? And they said, it's a hybrid model. We're going to bring some people back to the office. Some people will stay at home, and then we'll have a blend of both. We'll have swapping teams over. We'll have a team on the side in case the pandemic affects that team. So we've got another team that we can actually put in. I'm going, wow, business is really thinking about what are the opportunities? What are the opportunities? And the most interesting one that I heard about only last week, a business person said to me their new business model, and this is an international IT company. They said, we are working at home full time for 4 days. And guess what they're doing on the 5th day? Everyone in the office, connect, have coffee, talk, hug, do whatever you want to do, but connect for that 1 day. And then guess what? Go back home, work for 4 days. Isn't it fascinating? Isn't it fascinating? Business is thinking differently at the moment. So we have to think differently in line with our laughter business or people wanting to make some money from laughter. I've always been involved with Dr. Katari with this, right back to 2002 when I first met him. And I said, there is an opportunity to make some money from this. So what are their problems? Number one problem, mental health. Write it down. Number one problem, mental health. We know there is another shadow pandemic coming behind the COVID pandemic. It is a pandemic of mental health. It happens every time there's a crisis. We have a crisis in Perth, Western Australia at the moment with bushfires. We had bushfires last year. There's floods, there's hurricanes, there's tornadoes, there's earthquakes. Whenever a major event like that happens, there is a mental health crisis coming behind it. This is an international crisis like we've never seen before. The mental health crisis is coming. Because of the new hybrid situation, they want their people connected even though they're not physically connected. Can you start to see the opportunities here for us? All right, so they want them connected somehow. The other thing, stress. Obviously, everyone's stressed. Everyone's anxious because of the uncertainty, and that will go on for some time. Mindfulness is going to be big into the future. And the last one is creativity. Creativity. Business is saying, we've had this COVID. Now what do we do? Quick, somebody give us ideas, because business is on fire at the moment with creativity. Can you see, friends, how laughter fits all of these things? All right, so this is the opportunity for us moving forward. Looking forward, the laughter yoga market, the traditional laughter yoga market, face-to-face has got smaller. It just got smaller. All right, we need to accept that it will never go back to how it was. It just got smaller. And it's been replaced with the online. So the market hasn't gotten any smaller, just the method of delivering to the market has changed. All right, the other thing that will happen is increase for online will continue. All right, so the traditional face-to-face has decreased. The online has increased to take its place, but the online will continue. This isn't me talking. This is me talking on behalf of what these international organizations are telling me is going to happen. There is going to be an absolute thirst for more online training and workshops into the future. No doubt about that at all, because the demand, mainly with mental health, will be there. Here's what's interesting. If the online opportunities increase, guess who they can call on? It doesn't have to be the local person in Malaysia or India or Idaho or New Zealand. It can be anyone in the world. It can be anyone in the world. So all of a sudden a business goes, we want laughter yoga. Who can we pick? And they'll possibly say, who are the top 5 people in the world? I've heard of that Merv Neal guy. See if he's any good. Now, Robert Rivest, we've heard of him in America. There's Linda in Canada. There's Lotte and there's a doctor in India, Dr. Katria or something like that, some founder. so business is going to say, I want the top 5 people. I want the best of the best. I want the creme de la creme. And you know what? They can have it. They can have it. So this is the opportunity moving forward. Here's the solution, if you would like my opinion, to help you. Find your niche. Find your niche. What's going to make you different to Merv Neal, Robert Rivest, Lotte, Dr. Katari, and every other person in laughter yoga in the world? Find your niche. We all have it within us. We just have to go digging and bring it to the surface. Get good at online everything. Get good at online everything. When the pandemic hit, everyone said, oh, we've got to go online. We'll just do exactly what we did face to face. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You need a whole different skill set, You need to embrace the new training model that's out there with online training. I've done so many hours of training for online training since the pandemic hit. I left nothing to chance to think that I was good enough to just transition over. And the last training was just last week with a Zoom training where I learned something else again. Learning. Thirst for learning about being good online. And the third hint for you friends, get seen, be visual. You know how people used to find us? They used to go Google. They're looking with they're searching with their eyes now. They're going onto YouTube. And if they go onto Google, they want to see you in action. They want to see what you're doing. That's how the new market is actually looking for us and searching for us at the moment. So I hope that was helpful, Lee Jean. Thank you very much for the opportunity just to come along and just share a few ideas. In summary, I am so excited for each and every one of us and for laughter yoga. We just have to get ourselves in a place where we can embrace and take on these opportunities, and we will be able to help other people in the world. And I think that's what we've always been about anyway. So friends, if you'd like to contact me, merv@mervneal.com. I'm pretty easy to find on Google. If you'd like to know more about my business training or anything else, please just get in contact with me. I love it every time someone sends me a message and go, I've heard about you. Would you like to talk? I go, I'd love to. I don't know who you are, but that's one more friend that I know in the laughter yoga community. Friends, thank you so much. I look forward to maybe connecting with you personally one day. And Lee Jean and your hardworking community, thank you so much for the opportunity. Farewell. Take care.
Thank you, Merv Neal, for showing us how to be in business at this pandemic time.